Hey friends! I'm so sorry about that. I was just live about 5 minutes ago and I hope it's working a little bit better now. I haven't checked on the stars lately, but I would not be surprised if we are in a Mercury retrograde because I have had technical difficulties all day. My computer at work wasn't working right, and then this isn't working right, and I mislabeled some files earlier for the CW, and so I've just had a really technologically, I guess, challenged day, if that's even a word. So I see some more people are joining. Hi, Blake. Hey, Dylan. Hey, Mom or Lori. Sorry about that trouble earlier. And I see some comments saying that it is a lot better. So thank y'all for bearing with me as we figured out some of these technical difficulties. But you know what? Even if it was a little bit blurry, we're here to meditate. So getting to know, that true authentic self and finding that peace and calm really wouldn't matter if I was blurry or not. So we're not here to look at me anyway. So anyways, I was saying earlier that today's meditation is about feeling, and the little mantra is I own who I am. And if you missed it earlier when I was kind of talking about my day, I was telling the Facebook community, or not Facebook community, I go live on Facebook a lot more, but I'm enjoying the Instagram. I just keep mixing those up. But anyways, I was telling the Instagram community that earlier today I was feeling a little bit emotional, and I was just feeling a lot of just emotions when I first woke up this morning. And Dylan, my partner, he's in the other room watching, but he told me, don't let these feelings define your day, or don't let them, steal your attention or rob you from your energy, and just don't let them have the power over you. And that gave me a great little, reminder or a boost, because today is feeling, and the whole thing is about owning who you are and owning your feelings and just, letting them play out, but not letting them rule your entire day. So my day got better. I ended up going and getting some coffee, and then I got some pretty jewelry, and then I worked a little bit, but I was able to sit outside in the sun. And so it was a great day. And to make it even better, Dylan and I are about to go have a little couples massage. So he is really taking care of me and making sure that today is nice, and that those earlier emotions didn't get the best of me. But then he also just let me, I guess, play them out. So he, of course, wasn't involved in the way I was feeling, but he just let those emotions play out. So it's really nice to have people that are in your life that can remind you of what you really do want. And he knows that my number one priority is peace, and how I try really hard on a daily basis to find that peace. And that whole journey started about a year ago. I guess it's been a little bit more than a year now, but finding that inner peace has definitely changed me as a person. And that's why I decided to share my practice with y'all with the Meditate With Me May. So I think with all the technical difficulties and me rambling on, we've had enough chit chat, and we should just get straight to the meditation. But before we do, I'm going to continue our tradition of pulling a prayer card. And the way we've been doing this every single day is I will shuffle the cards, and I will let y'all tell me when to stop. So I am going to take the first couple of cards off the top, because those are the ones that we have been pulling over the last few days. So I'm going to set those to the side, and hopefully all these will be brand new messages. And they surely are just, really positive messages that I hope find you in a really open place where you can hear this positive message and it can turn your day around too. So without further ado, I will begin the shuffling, and I will let y'all comment here in the Instagram live and tell me when to stop shuffling. And you can do that by just commenting stop. Ooh, which one's it gonna be, y'all? When you shuffle your cards, do you shuffle like this? Do you do the bridge, or do you shuffle like this, like vertically? Oh, I see a stop. Okay, we're gonna stop with this one on top. These are so on point. I'm not even just saying this. Every single day I've pulled a card and it's gone with my day. And I'm going to tell you in just a second how this one is right there along with them. Okay, so the one that I pulled today says, a sweet friendship refreshes the soul. Proverbs 27:9. A sweet friendship refreshes the soul. Okay, so weird because I freaked out earlier in a good way because I ran into someone that I haven't seen in a really long time. And not only that, but I also met a new friend. So I thought that was really cool. I met some new people today. I was getting out and about and socializing, and one of the people who I ran into, who actually is the owner of Bloom & Bailey's, who made this beautiful necklace. She is an old pal of mine. She's actually a friend, a middle school friend of my sister's. But I was telling Dylan how funny the world is because, you always circle back around to people, even if you're out of their lives for a little bit or they're out of your lives for a little bit. And it's just so funny how people, how small of a world it is and how people always come back around. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's an old friend that I didn't realize was involved with the jewelry company, or she owns it. And so that's so funny. And then, like I said, I met someone new today, and I texted my mom and I was like, I think I met a new friend. And it's someone here in Gulf Shores that I hope is able to link up with me and Dylan in a few days or in a few weeks, because she's a photographer, and I reached out to her and I told her that I wanted her to take some pictures for us. So needless to say, I'm rambling again, but I told my mom, I told Dylan that I met a new friend, and I also rekindled an old friendship or I ran into an old pal. So a sweet friendship refreshes the soul. How perfect. Proverbs 27:9. All right. Well, if that didn't restore your faith in God or in yourself, then I don't know really what could. So without further ado, let's get to meditating. I'm going to take a sip of water before we, get into it. If you want to, get yourself a glass of water or get in a nice, comfortable position. We're about to start with our little meditation. All right, you can tell I've been out in the sun because I'm really thirsty. Okay, so today is all about feeling. If you have your Meditate With Me May calendar, then you'll see I own who I am is the mantra we're going to focus on today. And I've got some fun breathing exercises that I would really like to pull from. So I'm going to just bring those up really quick. And as I do, I want you to think about that mantra. I own who I am. And you can begin to focus on your breath. If you want to use that little trick that I showed you on, I think it was day 4 with the nostril breathing, you can bring your pointer finger to the left side of your nostrils. I'm only going to do a couple rounds of these just to kind of calm my breath and calm my heart rate. So put your pointer finger on your left nostril and inhale through the right. If it feels comfortable to shut your eyes, you can do that. Then exhale through you can exhale through, actually switch fingers and then exhale through the left. And I don't know about you, but I'm still thinking about that verse. Just let your attention focus on your breath. And you can switch fingers. Inhaling through the right and then exhaling through the opposite nostril. And once your heart rate calms down, you can take your hands and put them down to the side or rest them on your thighs. I'm in a cross-legged position on the floor. My chest is aligned with my hips and my neck is extended. And just continue to center yourself. Internalizing that affirmation, I own who I am. And I want us to practice a new breathing technique. And this one is called the breathing waltz. If you're familiar with dancing, then you might know the waltz is a 2-step or 3-step count. It goes 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And that's how we're going to practice our breathing in just a moment. But for a second, I just want you to imagine that going on. Picture a ballroom, a big expanded space. Lots of room to move about. And I want you to picture details of this room. Use your imagination to notice in this imaginary ballroom, notice the color of the floor, the walls. Are they painted? What does this room look like to you? Keep focusing in on that breath. Now in this imaginary room, this big expanded ballroom, what does the lighting look like? Is the temperature of the lighting cool, or is it warm and romantic? And I want you to picture this room as an elegant ballroom that's completely empty. There are no other dancers. It's just you and your dance partner, whoever that may be. Maybe it's someone that you love. Maybe it's a professional dancer you admire, or maybe a complete stranger, but a very kind, nice, talented dancer, because we're about to dance with this dancer, and it's just y'all. And it doesn't matter who this other person is. What matters is the feeling that this room is bringing you. Is it a good feeling? Is it a warm and secure feeling? Is it an elegant feeling? Whatever it is, just focus on that for just a moment. And continue breathing. And I'm just going to adjust myself here for just a second because my foot was starting to go to sleep. So that might not be a good thing if we start dancing in the middle. So now I'll go back to the breath and return to that room. Or maybe you're still thinking about that room. And using your breath as a way to dance in this beautiful room with this very kind dance partner, I want you to breathe in. And as you breathe in, let's count to 3. 1, 2, 3. And then when the breath reaches the top where you can't breathe in, or when you can't inhale anymore, you're going to hold it. 1, 2, 3. And then you're going to exhale. 1, 2, 3. All right, you ready? Focusing on that breath. Let's do this. Inhale. 1, 2, 3. And hold. 1, 2, 3. And exhale. And it's a little difficult for me to do it as I'm guiding this meditation, but use your own internal dialogue to count to 3 as we inhale for 3 seconds, we hold for 3 seconds, and we exhale for 3 seconds. And we're going to do this for 3 rounds. Let's try it again. Inhaling, holding, and exhaling. again. Holding for the last time. And exhaling. And let your breath return to a steady, consistent breath. Focusing on our word for today, which is feel. And after you've sat with your feelings for a few moments and gotten comfortable with however you are feeling today in this moment, we can move on and repeat our mantra. I own who I am. And you can begin to just let your eyes flutter open. Oh, that was really nice, wasn't it? And this is just a reminder that you can always use tools like the breathing exercise we did today, the breathing waltz, or even the nostril breathing exercise. You can use those whenever you are feeling overwhelmed or stressed out. And it doesn't matter where you are because you breathe literally everywhere and all the time, no matter what you're doing. And this is just an alternate breathing exercise. And ask yourself, do you feel better? I certainly do. And I hope that you utilize these tools whenever you're stressed out or whenever you're feeling down or emotional like I was earlier, because they really do help you to realign with your purpose and your true center. And if anything, if you don't feel spiritual after meditating, then hopefully you feel calmer. I was out in the sun earlier today, so I'm really thirsty. I apologize about that, but you know what? Yoga, meditating, getting to know our bodies also makes us a little bit more conscious, and there's nothing wrong with drinking good, clean water. So I don't feel like I should apologize at all. And I just want to say thank you. I see some new people have joined in. Hey! Oh, wow. Hello. Hey, Dad. Awesome. It's so good to see you here. It's good to see all of y'all. Before we go, I do want to read you this one little piece of an article that I found in The Power of Mindfulness. It's a magazine that's all about meditation that I've really been enjoying, especially as I've been doing this journey with you. I've been trying to expand my knowledge on meditation so that I can provide even more insight to you guys. And this is something I came across today in an article that was written by Jennifer Matson called Say Thank You. And the article talks about how you can recite metta, M-E-T-T-A, metta, which reminds me of meditation. And I'm not 100% certain that that's a shortened version of that word, but I speculate that it is. Anyways, you might be asking, what is metta? Well, Jennifer wrote, some people say grace before meals. I say metta. I learned this Buddhist loving kindness prayer while living at a spiritual retreat center in Western Massachusetts. It's one way I express gratitude for the people in my life, the community around me, as well as myself. Start by putting your hands together in prayer position, closing your eyes and taking a deep breath in, and then you say the following prayer out loud or silently to yourself. And Jennifer recommends that you say 4 rounds of the following prayer. May you be safe. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you live with ease. That was the first round, and that was directed towards whomever she's eating with. And if she's not eating with anyone, then she still says it out loud to bless her food. The second round, she directs towards a neutral person. She says, think of a neutral person, someone that you don't have strong feelings about, such as the receptionist at the doctor's office or the guy in line at Starbucks. Repeat the same prayer with that person in mind. May you be safe. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you live with ease. So that was round 2. Now she imagines a person that she has negative feelings towards, and I recommend that you do the same. Someone in your life who may be difficult. Now, this isn't anyone in my life, of course, but she wrote here in the article, perhaps it's a parent or a sibling or a coworker. Take a moment to sit with whoever it is that is coming up for you as well. And then you say the same prayer. May you be safe. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you live with ease. Finally, for the fourth of this prayer, she turns her hands inward towards herself, and she makes sure they're still in prayer position. And for this last round, I invite you to join me as we all do it together. And this time, instead of saying you, we're going to change it inward. We're going to say I. So together, let's say, may I be safe. May I be happy. May I be healthy. May I live with ease. And I loved this so much that I had to share it with you because it's such a beautiful reminder that we are all connected. And when we put our intentions out into the world from a loving place and we direct all of our actions, our intentions, our words, we direct them intentionally with love out into the world and also inward with love, with intention to ourselves, then it's just a beautiful example of how it all comes full circle, and it honestly manifests a beautiful life for everyone. And you'll find forgiveness if you direct it towards someone that you might, be at odds with, or you may find peace or curiosity with directing that prayer towards someone neutral that you might not even know. You might find more wonderful just activities and events going on in your community if you direct that prayer out towards your neighbors, and you're gonna find 100% more self-love if you direct that towards yourself. And I invite you to do that prayer and think about that maybe the next time that you decide to say grace or that you sit down with someone for a meal. It doesn't have to be a spiritual practice. It can be as mindful as you want to make it, or if you want to take it to the next level and get really spiritual with it. That's my favorite part of mindfulness and meditation, is connecting with that part of me that's greater than myself. Because I found recently, me relying on myself, but I'm speaking you because I want us all to be able to relate. When we rely on ourselves, it limits what we see because we only have so much knowledge and wisdom. The rest life must teach us. But when you rely on something greater than yourself, you're actually putting that situation in the hands of something bigger than you are. And with that, whether it's a collective consciousness, the universe, or God, there's so much possibility for things to, go right. And so I invite you to take this meditation to the next level. But you know what? Do whatever you feel ready to do. That's really the most important thing. I'm just creating space for both of us to find a sense of peace. And that's what I've been doing with the Meditate With Me May. I'm so glad you joined me here today. This has been a great practice. I apologize about the technical difficulties earlier, but I'm pretty sure it seems like we got them ironed out. So thank you so much for being patient with me. Remember, today is Feel I Own Who I Am. If you want to print off your own calendar, you can go to toriblackman.com/meditation. There's only 2 more days left of Meditate With Me May, y'all. Tomorrow, we're going to talk about the word understand. And then finally, on Thursday, we're going to talk about the word love. And then there's also that bonus word I'm going to throw in there at the end of our 8-day practice, which is going to be Thursday. So you're going to get a 2-for-1 little practice on Thursday, and so I hope you join me for the last two. And you know what? I actually want you to, I encourage you to invite a friend. If you know someone who needs a little bit of extra love in their life or loves meditation maybe, and this would be a great little practice for them, then please invite someone that you want to join you here, and we can all have a little bit of community here on Instagram with the Meditate With Me May Challenge. All right, I'm Tori Blackmon. This has been another very, very just needed practice and also appreciated practice. And I cannot say thank you and I love you. I want to throw up two now because I love y'all so much. I love you so much. Thank y'all.